welcome to Cozy Playhouse. I'm Melody, and this is Celeste. She is a very special plushie to me, and I can't wait for you all to meet her today. She was actually a gift from a friend, from my best friend, actually, who is named Fire Art. So a huge shout out to you, Fire Art. Thank you so much for getting me this angel. She is my princess, and I love her. So I'll let Celeste introduce herself. I'll just translate what she's saying because obviously all of our communication is just a role play and in my head. So she says, "My name is Celeste Ludenberg, but you can call me Celeste. I like to sew and knit, and I also enjoy strategy games. I'm known as the ultimate gambler." There we go. So that's a lot to unpack. She does like to sew and knit. She likes making her own outfits. Again, role play. She likes making her own outfits. So she does sew whenever she can. At least we like to pretend she can. And she also loves strategy games. Oh, and she loves shopping. Yeah, she just agreed. She's like, I do love shopping. She likes going out and buying like expensive outfits and things. Whenever I go outside and I get the chance to take her with me, I do take her with me sometimes. I used to take her with me out a lot more before I got like Usopp, Dobby, and Tanya. But I do still take her with me sometimes, and we go shopping. And she always likes to browse clothing stores and just like look around and just like, ooh, this looks great. Like, she's very into dresses and women's fashion and anything like that's more medieval as well. Her favorite colors are black and purple and red. So anyway, there's a lot about her. She is a special plushie in terms of the fact that she's not officially licensed or anything, but she is made by a plush maker who has a store on Big Cartel and Shopify and Etsy. I don't know if this particular Celeste model is still even available because they did update it and like they had a newer version for her. This was all the way back in 2022. And she also has little kitty ears here. I'm not sure if you can see because they're like, yeah, she has little cat ears and a cat tail like here. So she's not entirely human, but for all intents and purposes, she's human to me because the little ears and tail are not very noticeable. I'll do a video about animal versions of character plushies because I do have cat versions of Dobby and Tanya, and I'd love to talk about how they differ. But for Celeste, she is human, even with these little features. So she's definitely considered a human plushie to me. So she has these little bells too. So if you like hear me moving her around, she has like little jingly sounds. And her hair actually has wires in them, so you can actually uncurl them, but I don't like to do that because I always have to recurl it later. Not that I have any reason to uncurl the hair, but sometimes it just like comes out on its own and I have to recurl it. But yeah, she's very, very well made, very special to me. Celeste, in like plush form, she's very refined. She likes the more like, you know, the finer things in life. She likes fine dining. She likes going to restaurants, like more expensive restaurants. I remember going to this one restaurant once on vacation and it was really fancy and she was living. She was like, yes, this is it. And I remember going to Paris with her actually because she really likes European culture, European things. And I brought her all the way up to the top of one of the towers so she could like take a picture with the Eiffel Tower, and she loved it. I took her with me to Europe actually. She was having so much fun on this Europe trip because she got to experience a lot of European culture. Like she got to see Italy, she got to see France. She loved it so much. She also likes cuisine from Europe, so things like pasta, you know, anything you can think of that's more European style food. There's a lot. I know all my European friends, including Fires, probably just hear like, what do you mean? There's like a lot of different kinds. What does she like? I guess anything more fancy. But yes, she likes those caviar, things like that. And I know plushies can't eat, but again, we like to pretend. But anyway, yeah, that's mostly who she is. She also gets a little bit vulnerable with me sometimes, not often. She usually puts on her Celeste Ludenberg persona, but if you know anything about Danganronpa at all, you'll, well, if you don't, then spoilers. Spoilers for Danganronpa 1, especially third chapter onwards. Anyway, she has another side to her, and the Celeste Ludenberg thing that she does is really just an act. So sometimes when we are feeling particularly vulnerable, I'd call her by her real name, Tayako Yasuhiro, or just Tayako. She lets me call her that, but like no one else. She only lets me call her that. And it only ever happens when we are like, it's one of those like late night cuddles, like at 2 a.m. and she's like feeling sleepy and she's like, yeah, she's being vulnerable. She drops her accent. She talks with an accent just like she does in canon, but she drops it in those moments and she's like, yeah, and just cuddles. Yeah, do you mind? Yeah, there we go. She's not as open as Tenya about physical affection, but she's not shy about it either. She's like, okay. There we go. So yes, she does let her guard down around me, and it's very sweet. But most of the time, she is still very fancy, refined, Celeste Ludenberg. But when we are alone, and we do get to talk, I do call her Tayako. And she's very sweet to me. She gives me little kisses. I give her little kisses. She's been with me for about 4 years, upcoming 4 years now, and she's been amazing. I love her. She was a wonderful birthday gift from Fire. So again, Fire, thank you so much. She's lovely, and I'll treasure her forever. I wanted a Celeste plushie for so long before I had her. I only had like a little tiny one, and I wanted one that was big enough to like properly cuddle. So she's perfect. I love her. The little bell on her is like so cute. There are 2 bells, one on each little cat ear. And honestly, she might be the only plushie I have from this plush maker that has bells. There might be others, but I have a lot of their other Danganronpa plushies and they don't come with bells. So, but yeah, this is also really easy whenever I want to find her, because like I'll just have to like move around. Like if she's in a plushie pile, I'll just have to move the pile of plushies around until I hear like a jingle, and I'm like, oh, there she is. So yeah, she's beautiful. She's awesome, and she's my princess. I call her my princess. Some people call Celeste a queen as a character, and I call her a princess in general because to me that's an endearing term, and I call her princess as a nickname. She's beautiful. So yeah, that's Celeste. Thank you so much for watching. She says thank you as well. It's been a real pleasure getting to know you, she says. And we will see you guys in another video. I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. See you then. Bye.